All right, let's get right into it. We're about to pull back the curtain on the unspoken rules of the workplace. Think of it as a secret language that once you learn it, can unlock promotions, raises, and opportunities you might not even realize you're missing out on. You know that feeling, right? You meet someone and they just sound so sharp, so confident. And you can't help but wonder, were they just born that way? Well, I'm here to tell you, no way. It's a skill. And it's a skill that absolutely anyone can learn. That's because they're speaking what we're calling the secret language of work. It's all about being assertive without coming off as arrogance and being direct without being rude. You might have also heard it called the hidden curriculum of work. It's all the stuff that's crucial for success, but that nobody ever actually sits down to teach you. And this is why it matters so much. I mean, you can be the most talented, hardworking person in the entire company, but if you don't speak this language, you can get passed over again and again. So this isn't just about sounding good, it's about actually getting what you deserve. Okay, so let's break this down into 3 fundamentals. First up, using the right words. This is where we get really tactical and see how just a few small changes in what you say can totally change the outcome of a situation. So picture this. It's a classic, right? You're in a job interview, everything's going great, you're clicking with the interviewer, and then they hit you with it. The money question. How you answer this is like the ultimate test of the secret language. So look at the difference here. The first response, the naive one, you immediately give up all your power. You've just told them the lowest number they need to beat. But that second response, the strategic one, it completely flips the script. It makes them show their cards first, and it centers the conversation on what the role is worth, not what you happen to be making at your last job. And this is not just some theory. Let's say the company was willing to pay up to 80 grand for this role. That first response, you might get a small bump, but the second one could easily land you a $20,000 raise. Your words literally equal money. In this technique of deflecting and repositioning, it works for all sorts of tricky questions. If they ask for your salary history, instead of fumbling, you can say something cool and calm like, I'm not at liberty to disclose that, but I am actively interviewing for positions in the 70 to 85K range. It's polite, it's firm, and it puts the ball right back in your court. All right, on to our second fundamental, because is yourself. And that internal story you're telling yourself, it has a huge impact. If you're constantly telling yourself, I'm not good enough or I'm powerless, your brain actually starts looking for evidence to prove you right. That's a real thing. It's called confirmation bias, and it can totally sabotage you before you even open your mouth. And you can see this shift in real time. It's about swapping out that problem-focused script for a solution-oriented one. So to the outside world, I don't know becomes, I'll find out. And just as important, to yourself, I can't do this becomes, okay, this is new. I just need to be patient with myself while I learn. So what it all boils down to are these core ideas. Believe that there are plenty of opportunities out there. Always focus on finding solutions, not just pointing out problems. See yourself as the hero of your own career story. And please, have the audacity to just ask for what you want. It's the launch pad for everything else. Okay, this brings us to our final fundamental. And this is the one that really ties everything together. You have to always keep your desired outcome in mind. This is all about playing the long game. I love this metaphor because it just nails it. Most people at work are playing checkers. They're just reacting to whatever's right in front of them, thinking one move at a time. But the people who really get ahead, they're playing chess. They're thinking 5, 6, 7 moves ahead, always with their eye on the final prize. So let's run through another scenario, and this one's a lot tougher, a lot more emotional. Your boss gives you that unbelievably condescending piece of feedback. You know the one, tells you to smile more. Instantly your blood is boiling. What do you do? But wait, here's the chessboard. Your immediate emotional checkers move is to let him have it. But your real goal, your checkmate, is that you've secretly landed an interview at your dream company, and you need a fantastic recommendation from this exact boss. That goal has to be your guide. Let's look at the 2 moves. The reactive one, it feels good for about 10 seconds. But you've just burned that bridge to the ground, and your recommendation just went up in smoke with it. The strategic response is all about emotional regulation. You handle it professionally, you keep that relationship intact just long enough to get what you need. And here is the beautiful, strategic, long game. Step 1, you regulate your emotions and get that glowing reference. Step 2, you nail the interview and get the new job. And then, step 3, from a position of total power in your exit interview, you provide crystal clear feedback on his unprofessional behavior. You get what you want, and you get to make your point. That is playing chess. So it all comes back to that core idea, understanding the huge difference between a short-term reaction and a long-term win. And let me be really clear about something. This secret language isn't about being fake or being a pushover or suppressing your feelings. Not at all. It's about maturity. It's about emotional regulation. It's about being strategic enough to always remember what is in your own best interest. So, I'll leave you with a challenge. As you go into your week, look at the meetings, the emails, the conversations you have coming up, and just ask yourself, where can I stop playing checkers and start playing chess?